Hey yo, what's up everybody? I hope you're all out there having an absolutely marvelous day. Welcome into the channel or welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael and I'm here just doing Michael things. And as you can see, we got a pretty decent sized stack of top loaded cards, which means in this video it will be a continuation of going through my PC of Marvel trading cards. But before we dive into this video, I just want to take a moment to thank y'all for taking time out of your day and tuning into the channel. If you enjoy what you see, and I really hope that you do, please consider smashing that like button, leaving a comment, subscribing, and sharing the content and channel. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so y'all won't miss out on new uploaded content. Only takes a second for you to do, but it means absolutely everything to me. Now, without further ado, let's get after it. And as I stated, this will be a continuation of going through my PC of Marvel trading cards. If you have been following along in the series, a couple videos ago, I finished off all of my individual character cards. And now this video will be focusing on battle cards. So here we go. All right, famous battles, starting us off with the 1990 Marvel Universe. This one is the Dark Phoenix Saga. And as you can see, it's got the original comic book artwork. Not art taken from the comic book, but artwork created by the comic book artists in the early 90s. Great style, great artistry, great imagery. Condition of the card is absolutely fantastic. Centering on this card is absolutely amazing. Condition, absolutely amazing. All right, so there's your information there on the back. Let's see if we can get these in these sideways. Nope, not going to be able to do them sideways, so we're going to have to stand them up vertically. All right, moving on to the next card. I have two of them. This one is the X-Men versus the Avengers famous battle. So there you go. There is our cover and our back, or the front and the back at the same time. And again, this one is also from the 1990 Marvel Universe. This is the inaugural set that started off the more modern collecting cards of comic book characters. All right, moving on to the next. This one is card number 100. This one is from the 1990 Marvel Universe as well. This one is X-Men versus Magneto. And again, you can see that original comic book art style. Condition of the card is in great condition. Centering of the image on the card is absolutely phenomenal as well. And there's your information there on the back. And now moving on to the next famous battle from the 1990 set. This one is the X-Men versus the Fantastic Four. And again, great artwork, great imagery. We'll probably be going through these ones a little bit faster than I did the character cards, because pretty much these cards speak for themselves. I like how they give you the when and the where, alongside the other information of what was going on in the comic book at the time. That was card 101. This next one is card 102. Within the famous battles still, this one is the Fall of the Mutants. Basically, this is like a team photo for this one, for the X-Men. We got Wolverine, Rogue, Dazzler, Colossus, Storm, Longshot, Psylocke, and Havoc. And again, condition of the card is great. It's a little top heavy, a little thinner on the bottom than it is the top, a little thinner on the left than it is on the right. Not the greatest of centered cards, but still, nonetheless, it's a good one. Good artwork. All right, there's your information there on the back where it spans the 3 teams and also the 3 comic book series. You got the X-Men, the New Mutants, and X-Factor. Let's move on to the next. All right, this next famous battle card is the Evolutionary War. This one is jumps all over the Marvel Universe. But as you can see there, we have, it looks like Hercules, Falcon, U.S. Agent, Grey Hulk, and Beast when he was part of X-Factor. I only say that because of the uniform that Beast is wearing. And then the High Evolutionary there in the background. Not the greatest condition of a card. As you can see, that top left is rolled. Off-centered, but still great artwork in itself. And as you can see here, it spans the titles of X-Factor, Punisher Annual, Silver Surfer Annual, New Mutants Annual, Amazing Spider-Man Annual, Fantastic Four Annual, X-Men Annual, Web of Spider-Man Annual, West Coast Avengers Annual, the Spectacular Spider-Man Annual, and the Avengers Annual. All right, let's move on to the next famous battle card. This is Daredevil versus Punisher. And again, great artwork, great image. Condition of the card is really, really good. Left and bottom heavy, a little bit thinner on the top and the right in the proportions of the image being off center. Still a good looking card. Condition of the card is in really, really good shape as well. And there you go. There's your information there on the back. All right, moving on. Still within the 1990 battle, famous battles. I do believe, let's see here, we got I got 4 more of the famous battles from the 1990 set. This one is X-Factor versus Apocalypse. And as you can see here, Beast in his human form. Got Marvel Girl, Cyclops, Iceman there in the background. The only one that we're not seeing from the team, oh, I'm sorry, nope, wrong team. That was only these 4 from the original X-Men 5 that jumped and formed X-Factor. But anyway, there you go. Again, top heavy, right heavy, thin on the bottom and on the left, but still condition of the card is in immaculate shape. Corners, edges, surfaces, front and back, absolutely amazing. All right, and there's your information there on the back. Oh, I misspoke. Archangel is in this one. He's just not on the image on the front. Nope, I do not see him on the image in the front, but they do list him on the back here. All right, let's continue on. Famous battle. I have 2 of these next one. This is the X-Men versus the Freedom Force. Excuse me. So there you go. There's your information there on the back alongside the front image. Moving on to the last of the 1990 famous battles. This is the X-Men in the Savage Land. As you can see, real top heavy. Heavier on the right than it is the left. And then you can see really thin on the bottom there. But good image. Condition of the card is in great condition as well. And then you see there's all your information there on the back. All right, moving on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the arch enemies from the 1991 Marvel Universe. I have card number 101, 106, 117, and 125. Couple doubles here and there, but here we go. First card from the 1991 Arch Enemies inset. This one is X Factor versus Apocalypse. And again, this is artwork done by the artists of the year of 1991 that worked on the comic books. Not comic book art, but artwork done by the artists for these sets. Great image, great artistry. This one is centered damn near perfectly, and condition is impeccable. Corners, edges, surfaces on the front and back are in great shape. All right, there's your information there on the back. All right, moving on to the next. This Arch Enemy card I have 2 of. This one is the card number 106, X-Men versus the Sentinels. As you can see there, 2 cards. So there is your information on the back, as well as the image on the front. Again, great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the cards. Both of these cards are in really, really good shape. Centered very well for both. Oh, there you go. There's that one. Moving on to the next. These 2 I have are the X-Men versus the Marauders. So there's your information there on the back, as well as the image there on the left for the front. I'm hoping I'm giving you guys enough time to be able to read these as I showcase them. If not, please feel free to pause them so you can read any of the information that is provided on the back of these cards. All right, moving on to the last card from the 1991 Marvel Universe. This one is the X-Men versus Magneto. Great artwork, great imagery. Definitely one of the iconic battles between the X-Men and Magneto. All right, and there's your information there on the back. All right, moving on to the next. I have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards from the Punisher War Journal entry. I have card number 24, 42, 43, and 67. All right, this first card is card number, 24. This is Daredevil versus Punisher. And this is taken from the Punisher set. These are what are commonly referred to as paper cards because they're the super thin stock. And obviously on the back of these cards, they feel like paper, where you got that smooth, glossy finish on the front. And again, comic book art taken straight out of the comic books of the Punisher for this set. And there you go. There's information there on the back. Like I said, card number 24, titled Hornhead. All right, moving on to the next battle card. This one is card number 42, featuring Ghost Rider. And again, great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card is in immaculate shape. Corners, edges, surfaces, front and back are in really, really good shape. All right, and there's your information there on the back. All right, let's move on to the next card. This one is card number 43, titled Vigilantes. And again, Punisher and Ghost Rider. And again, great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the cards in phenomenal shape as well. See, in this card, though, this one isn't really a battle card between the two. It starts off between the two of them battling each other, and then they realize that, hey, we're on the same side here, and then they go from a battle against each other to teaming up with each other. So this could technically be a team-up card as well. All right, and the last card of the Punisher War Journal entry. This one is card number 67, titled Hulk. And as you can see, Hulk's got looks like he's wearing a hat and some sunglasses on, as the Punisher is in the reflection of the sunglasses shooting his pew-pew pistol at, or could be MAC-10, could be an Uzi, could be a Tech 9, it could be anything at this point because of the arsenal that Punisher has, and not really getting a good look of what's in his hand. You don't really know other than it's a pew-pew. And again, great artwork, great imagery. I love this close-up shot. I love how they have the reflection of the Punisher in the glasses as they're being shot to shit by the Punisher. But there you go. There's your information there on the back. All right, and moving on. This one is, what year is this one here? I think this one is a 92. Nope, I'm sorry. This one is a 1997 combat card from the X-Men series. And as you can see, we got Wolverine and Beast battling the Juggernaut when he was wearing the brown outfit. What year did I say this was? 1997. This one is out of sequence with the next two cards, I do believe. Actually, the next few cards. So this one's way out of order. So, I believe this one should be in the back. Or the bottom of, yep, this should be the bottom of my pile. So I'm just going to set that one right off to the side for right now. And we'll get back to it, because that one should be the last card in my stack. So here's this one. This one is, I have two of these cards. Both of them are in really, really good shape. One, I would say, is in pristine. The other one is in really good shape as well. This one is from the 1993. All it states on the back is it's Marvel Comics, and doesn't give a set name. All it gives is a year and the information, the legal stuff on the back of the card. But this is a painting of Magneto versus Charles Xavier. And like I said, I got two of them there, and you can see the image on the front and the information there on the back. I do not know what set that this comes from. I don't remember where I got these cards from. So if you know what set this belongs to, drop the information down in the comment section. That would be greatly appreciated. So again, great condition for those cards there. Okay, let's move on to the next. All right, this next one I have are the 1993 Skybox. There are, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And these ones are also the famous battles. All right, this first one is Battle of Cable versus Strife. You know, clone versus original copy. But which is which? Do you know? Is Strife the original and Cable's the clone or copy? Or is Cable the original and Strife is the copy? Well, if you read the storyline, when Strife is introduced into the series, they say he is the clone of Cable. But Strife in the comic book says that no, he's the original and Cable's the clone of him. It all is a matter of opinion, which side you believe. Again, is Cable the original or is Strife the original? We may never know. So there you go. There's information there on the back. So let's move on to the next card. This next famous battle is the Punisher versus Thorn. Looks like Thorn just caught the butt end of that M16 to the face. Knocked his ass back. Again, great artwork, great imagery. Of course, it's that comic book artwork. Here's your information there on the back. Excuse me. All right, there you go. Let's move on to the next. Another famous battle from the 93 Skybox set. This is Punisher versus Jigsaw. Great looking card. Great intensity in the face of Jigsaw there on the image there in the front. Actually, there's a little bit of intensity in both their faces. But anyway, let's continue on. This one also is a famous battle of the Punisher, but this one is Punisher versus Ghost Rider. It's a little bit off-centered. Well, actually, it's a lot off-centered. It's real thin on top, thick on bottom, real thick on the right, thin on the left. Good looking card, though. Condition, the shape and condition is in really, really good shape. Man. Okay, anyway, there's your information there on the back. All right, and moving on to the next card. This next one is Cable versus Deadpool, also from the 1993 Skybox set. Good looking card. Seems to be fairly set. No, it's a little bit thicker on the right than it is on the left. But still, nonetheless, great looking card, great artwork. Another phenomenal battle between these two. There you go. There's your information there on the back. All right, moving on to the last card from the 1993 Skybox set. This is the famous battle of Hulk versus X-Factor. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 members right there versus Hulk. See, let's see if I can get Havoc. And then we got Multiple Man, Quicksilver, Guido, also known as Strong Guy, Polaris, and I believe that's Wolfsbane. All battling Hulk. All right, and there's information there on the back. All right, let's move on to the next. These next ones are from, let's see here. Checking the information on the back. These ones are, sorry, everybody. I'm just making sure I'm getting them in the right order so they're not all screwed up like they have been. These ones are from the... Jeez, why can't I even read that? Holy crap. 1 second, please. Bear with me. All right, these are from the 1995 Flair Marvel Annual. These are both Hollow Blast cards. The first one is Deadpool versus Juggernaut. And as you can see there, we have that hollow foil image there of the Juggernaut in the background with Deadpool in the front. Let's see if I can get a better one. Let me see if I can take it out of the top loader. Maybe we can get a better look at it without all the extra glare. Not that it really matters because there's still glare from the penny sleeve. But anyway, condition of the card is impeccable as well. Corners, edges, surface on the front and back, absolutely amazing. I think that's the best that you're going to be able to see it. All right, like that. Yep, upside down. All right, and there's your information there on the back. This is the limited edition, number 2 of 12. And moving on to the next one. This one is the Punisher 2099 versus Public Enemy. This one is also the 1995 Flair Marvel Annual Hollow Blast. Limited edition number 8 of 12. As you can see right there, we got a little bit more of that holographic design that you can see through the lens. Sorry about that extra glare. There it is. Oh, almost messed that all up. Forgot to show you the back. So there you go. There's the back of the card. All right, moving on to the next. This next one are from the 1995 Fleer Ultra. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So the next 15 cards are the 1995 Fleer Ultra Greatest Battles. And this first one is Archangel versus Apocalypse. I have 2 of those. So I'll show the back as well. So there you go. Little bit of information. Great artwork. Great imagery. Condition of the cards are absolutely amazing. I love that foiling there across the Greatest Battle. The logo, the Greatest Battle, and the name of the battling characters. All right, moving on to the next. I have 1, 2, 3 of the Greatest Battles between Cable and Deadpool. So as you can see, 3 of them there. Set that one down. We'll take a look at these 2. And again, great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the cards, again, are all in amazing condition. All right, there you go. Moving on to the next, I have 1, 2 of the 95 Fleer Ultra Famous Battle of Cable versus Strife. As we saw in the earlier card set. Phenomenal style. The realism of it. It's pretty sweet. And of course, its artist is Ray Lago, and he does phenomenal work. All right, moving on to the next. I got 1, 2 of the greatest battles between Cyclops versus Mr. Sinister. And if I do believe correctly, during this battle, I think Sinister was the one that got the upper hand on Cyclops. Because I do believe this is the battle that he finally is able to get more DNA samples from Cyclops. Because, you know, Mr. Sinister is a geneticist. So he does all the mutant manipulations of their DNA to create others. So he can have them as his little pawns, his little slaves, to do his bidding. Anyway, let's move on to the next. This one is the 95 Fleer Ultra Greatest Battles Longshot versus Mojo. Was not a big fan of the way Longshot's jaw looks absolutely huge on his face. Maybe it's just the way he's positioned. I don't know, but I don't know. It just looks off. His jaw looks off to the rest of the size of his head. There you go. There's information there on the back. And we'll be moving on to the next card. This next one, actually 1, 2. Next 3 cards are the famous battle from the 95 Fleer Ultra of Magneto versus Professor X. So as you can see, 3 cards there. Set that one down. Let's just take a look at front and back. Great artwork. Again, absolutely marvelous work by Ray Lago. The detail, the shading, the lighting, absolutely amazing. Sorry about the shakes, everybody. Today's been an interesting kind of day. All right, let's continue on to the next. This next card is Psylocke versus Revanche. Which, you know, Betsy Braddock and Revanche merged, became Psylocke. Revanche stayed as Psylocke in the X-Men / X-Force comic books, where Betsy Braddock returned to England to be a member of the mutant team in Britain with her brother, Captain Britain, and that would be Excalibur. Again, great battle between the two of these. Great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card is absolutely amazing as well. All right, and there's information there on the back. And of course, this is the work of the Hildebrandt brothers. Absolutely phenomenal artists. I love their style. May they rest in peace. Love their work. All right, moving on to the last card from the 95 Fleer Ultra Greatest Battles. This is Rogue versus Miss Marvel. And I don't know how... the way that this is drawn, okay, if this is the first battle between Rogue and Ms. Marvel, when Rogue was still a villain, she was not wearing the outfit that is depicted in this image. Okay, she was a upstart villain that was manipulated and controlled by her stepmother, foster mother, Mystique, unbeknownst to Rogue at the time that Mystique was who she was, i.e. her adopted mother, stepmother, what have you, foster mother. She pitted Rogue against Miss Marvel. Rogue used her mutant power to drain and pretty much took every ounce of powers from Miss Marvel. So this image, I mean, and again, it is Greg and Tim Hildebrandt. Is no mistaking their artwork. It's absolutely amazing. But the battle between Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, and Rogue, I don't know if this is supposed to be the first battle, or if this is, many years later. Because if it is the many years later battle, this is not the outfit that Miss Marvel wears. This is the original outfit that Miss Marvel wears, and this is the older outfit that Rogue wears. So, or the more newer. So I don't know. But anyway, that was the last of those ones there. And now these next four cards come from the 1996 Marvel Vision. These are the raised, embossed, glossy, but not foiled, or what else do they call them? The prismatic rainbows, refractors. Nope. This one is the battle between Cyclops and Mr. Sinister. I'll turn it there a little bit. As you can see, it is the embossing. You can see the embossed lines there as it goes through the light. But anyway, great artwork. One of the better CG artwork sets. I mean, this is the mid-90s, so their style has gotten better with the CG work. But there's your information there on the back. It's a little dark. Hope you guys can read that. Anyway, let's move on to the next card. This is Gambit versus Bishop. And again, it's the embossed, as you can see there. And the condition of the card is in phenomenal shape. Actually, all of these cards are in phenomenal shapes from this series. The 96 Marvel Visions. A great battle between the two teammates and X-Men members. Alright, there's that one there. Alright, this next one is Jubilee versus Juggernaut. Still in the brownish uniform, or not uniform, outfit for Juggernaut. And of course, Jubilee's in her classic t-shirt, jean shorts, and yellow jacket with her pink oversized sunglasses. But again, this is that embossed work. Great looking card. And there's your information there on the back. Alright, and now this last card. This last one is of Rogue versus Sauron. This is the battle in the Savage Land. Rogue whoops Sauron's ass. Great looking card, great artwork, great image. And then I drop it like an idiot. Just butterfingers. Alright, so there's the back of the card. Oh, and I'm sorry. I did say that this was the last card. I was partially right. This is the last card from the 96 Marvel Visions, but if you remember earlier, this other card that I had put off to the side would be the last in the number sequence, because this one is the 1997 combat card of Wolverine and Beast fighting Juggernaut. All right, there's your information there on the back. Well, that's it, everybody. That concludes this video. So, as I wrap up another one, I just want to say thanks again for joining me today. I hope you all enjoyed this showcase as much as I enjoyed presenting it to you. Y'all's support means absolutely everything to me, and it makes a world of difference, not only to me, but to this channel as well. I greatly appreciate it and each and every one of y'all for doing so. And before y'all go, please take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and be kind to everyone, everywhere you go, because what you put out returns to you 1,000-fold. So with that being said, I hope the rest of your day continues to be absolutely marvelous, and I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, people, take care. Later. Peace.